preparedness and refugee management. And this has affected in a way we execute our mandate. Then we also have inadequate budgetary provisions, and this has caused shortfalls, and it has affected issues to do with our facilitation in terms of transport equipment to both the political wing and the technical wing. Then also operationalization of the disaster risk management plan, and also implementation of the key priorities, especially under the affirmative action programs. So, but under the MTF for the financial year 2025-2026, our vote, which is vote 003, projected to have a total budget of 154,508 million, out of which 6,165 million is allocated for wages, 135,667 million for non-wage recurrent, then 500,474 million for Government of Uganda development, and 12,208 million from external financing, not for but from external financing. So under the vote priorities, briefly, one is strengthening coordination, monitoring and fast-tracking the realization of the National Development Plan 4 goals, objectives and targets to improve the quality of life of all Ugandans. Under Development Plan 3, when evaluation was done, they pointed to us as Office of the Prime Minister that we didn't do enough coordination as per the commands of the Development Plan 3. So we've put in place measures so that we don't repeat where we've been, instead improve on our performance as the coordination office in government. Then issues to do with the disaster risk management plan, which we passed, we're also still grappling with that, but we intend to mitigate and improve on issues to do with the response by making sure we put in effect this plan. Then also implementation of the refugee settlement transformation agenda, which we call SITA 2. We're also taking it to a higher notch this time. We intend also to continue with economic empowerment of the vulnerable households in affirmative action areas, especially mobilization of the communities towards implementation of government programs, as well as engaging communities to identify policy and development gaps to redress to uplift these sub-regions through think tanks. So allow me pull out the issues to do with NUSA 4 and Dr. DEEP 2. As you are aware, the 4th National Uganda Social Action Fund, that is NUSA 4, and the development response to displaced impact projects, that's 2, have been proposed as successors to NUSA 3 and Dr. DEEP 1 projects. These 2 initiatives are specifically designed to address critical social challenges across various sub-regions of Uganda. Key preparatory activities for NUSA 4 and Dr. DEEP are progressing well. Negotiations for NUSA 4 have been completed, and pre-negotiations for Dr. DEEP 2 are expected to commence shortly. The NUSA 4 project has a total of $276 million and aims to benefit 3,037,000 rural beneficiaries across 9 sub-regions, which we have mentioned below. Then Dr. DEEP project, a total of $278 million, targeting 3.5 million Ugandans, and also the hosting refugees and hosting districts, and the districts are mentioned below. But this time we are going to include the transit districts which we have not been including are basically the districts of Chisoro, Ntoroko, Bondibujo, Amul, Chituguma, and Zombo, and the cities. So both projects are expected to commence the next financial year. That is the summary I can give on our vote, but allow me to go on the different particular issues as spelled out in your letter and your communication. I invite the Secretary General to take, I'm sorry to talk of the Secretary General, the Permanent Secretary, to lead us into this, Chair, with your permission.